So the game starts out with inner monologue from none other than the Grand Wizard, who claims the land of Zara was being attacked by elves and druids. For ages, this battle lasted with the Grand Wizard, who is Cartman, who is also wearing all white, being the humans' last hope. The elves were looking for the stick of truth until news of a new kid was heard. The Grand Wizard needs to find him before the elves do, so the humans can keep the relic safe, because whomever wields it has the power to control time and space, I guess. Also, I know I could have just let the game say it, but this is my video. Fuck off. Naturally, we play as the new kid, and we just moved from God knows where. But it seems as if we already have a reputation, as we apparently moved because of me.
We just need to make sure he doesn't attract any attention.
Very appropriate of me to make him look like a paranoid schizophrenic. Our current goal is an easy one, though. It's just to make friends. And after dropping a deuce, we walk outside and bump into our first buddy, Butters. Butters takes us to see the Wizard King.
Oh, hail the Grand Wizard!
Cartman then shows us his backyard as I phase in and out of existence. This will be a continuous problem. Cartman gives us the name Douchebag.
You entered douchebag, is that correct?
And then instructs us to choose a class. The Jew class was very tempting. And I mean, we also have to think about things like how often am I going to encounter fire and or gas? I went with fighter. Listen, I wanted to be cool, not some fucking... I bought a sword and I beat the shit out of Clyde.
Okay, Clyde.
After fucking up Clyde, Cartman shows us the reason why we are fighting. The stick of truth. But then...
The elves are attacking! Oh my god! Defensive position!
After holding out against the elves, one of which I threw my shit at, we get bad news.
It's gone. What? The stick of truth. The elves got it. That was your one goddamn job, Clyde! To guard the stick of fucking truth!
Yes, I know. An Among Us joke in 2024. How original. Reasonably, the goal is to get the stick back. But first, we have to find Craig, Tweak, and Tolkien.
You looking for Craig? Well, he can't play. He's in detention. Something about flipping off the principal.
Well, fuck. Guess we gotta get the others first. We make our way to Tweak Bros Coffee to pick up Tweak, but get sidetracked by Al Gore.
It's
Is it Al Gore?
me, Al Gore.
It's Al Gore.
You know, Al Gore. I'm super important. We are dealing with Man-Bear Pig.
Okay, let's get Tweak. We give the letter to Tweak, and he's like, I haven't done my shit. If you get my pickup, I can join for a little bit. It's at Kenny's house. So we go to Kenny's house to pick up the supply. And Kenny's mom is like, oh, that's not for me. That's for the nice people in the back. So we talk to the nice people in the back, and they're meth dealers. And they want to fight because they think we're a cop. After beating up the druggies, we return to Tweak Coffee with the shit and recruit Tweak. Now we go to recruit Tolkien, but unfortunately, he has a very Auschwitz-happy security guard at the front. I just have two things to say. First, a cop working for black people? That's new. And second, why am I getting pepper sprayed? I'm clearly white. Pepper spray's for everybody else. Basically, we need to find something to protect us from pepper spray. So we go to Jimbo's. Not to get a gun, you psycho. Although, it would work. We go to buy a gas mask. We get back to Tolkien's house, and the guard is like, so we beat the shit out of him and go recruit Tolkien. And so we go back to Cartman's house to relay the news that Craig is in detention.
Where's Feldspar? He's in detention. What?
And so we have to go break him out. But to do so, we learn how to use magic. It's just farts, but it comes with a caveat.
Farting on someone's balls is not cool.
What is Q is finding Jesus. We will do this later. And hitting a cat with a wooden sword. Please get up. We show up to the school and we have to fight the hall monitors, who happen to be ginger. No offense to these kids, but their ginger won't save them from my wrath, especially with my magic. There's also this part where we have to use Kenny to lure a kid with his tits. He's like, but eventually we save Craig, even bodying the hall monitor boss in the process. Now we find Jesus.
Well done, my son.
After, we head back to Koopa Keep and rank up to Sir Douchebag. We also learn the stick is in the possession of the Bard. So we learn new magic. And after, Cartman's like, the Bard is at the end of the Giggling Donkey. They walk in and he's like, has anyone seen the Bard? and everybody is just staring. I mean, if looks could kill, we'd all be dead. The bartender is like, yeah, he's in the basement. So we enter and meet the bard, being Jimmy Balmer. The best part about this is that the game wants you to skip some of his dialogue because of his stutter, but no matter. Jesus is here with an AR.
Lock and load.
Wow, what a butt kicking.
Thank you, Jesus, for shooting that child with an AR-15. Unfortunately, this is the wrong place for this. After following upstairs, we find Grand Wizard Eric injured on the ground. He tells us they took Princess Kenny and planned to commit various unspeakable crimes to her.
Don't let them Princess Kenny.
We then head upstairs, save Princess Kenny, and confront Bard Jimmy. I'm gonna be honest, he bodied me the first time. That's right, big boy.
Oh yeah?
Okay, let's just pretend I didn't beat the shit out of that cripple. We gain control of the stick and head back to Koopa Keep. I think a congratulations is in order.
I hereby make you an official member of the Kingdom of Koopa Keep.
Let's go,
Welcome
baby.
to the KKK.
We return home and go to bed. Or at least we tried, but instead we got abducted by the aliens, and for reasons that could get me demonetized, I will not show us breaking the machine that oddly looks like a giant mechanical dildo. Unfortunately, after breaking White Lightning, Black Thunder gets stuck, and now we have a probe in our ass. This game is weird, but hey, Randy Marsh is also here. Our goal now is to help Randy get unstuck and escape the ship. We can help Randy by finding these terminals that do Simon Says. If you don't want to see a grown man get violated, I would recommend not messing up. Unless that's like your thing. We don't shame here. I mean, I may have messed up a couple times.
No more, please. No. You're gonna have to find another way.
After completing it, we need to find another one.
There, I think that. Oh, you've gotta be close. Come on, try again. Okay. Next time's gotta be the germ.
And after defeating the aliens in the control room, we deactivate the very interesting machine. We help Randy out of the bed. We beat up the pilots in hopes of escaping. The ship crashes down into the mall. Fragments fly everywhere and drip green alien goo everywhere. Somehow the FBI finds out what happened and want to cover it up. Then we wake up. So day 2 starts out like any other, with the FBI disguising what happened last night as a new Taco Bell. Hopefully this one doesn't make me shit my pants 24/7. Cartman also tells us the elves took the stick and that it was cheating because you can't take it during the night. So naturally we must recruit the goth kids. We talk to them and they're like, you're not goth enough. Get goth, and maybe we'll join. So now we must change our look and get cigarettes and coffee. But first, we go City Walk, where Mr. Kim is having a Mongolian problem. And he's like, Mongolian beef, gross. I hate Mongolians. Do me a favor, go to a Tower of a Peace and kill Mongolian kids. How could I resist beating the shit out of Mongolian children? So we beat up the Mongolian kids, retake the tower, and Mr. Kim is like, good job, I help you now. And then we get back to the task at hand, only briefly though. We get the coffee, but then get captured by the elves who are run by Stan and Kyle. Kyle's like, Batman's a jerk, and is hiding the stick and tells us to recruit the goth kids for the elves.
I'm trusting you to do what's right. And kid, if you betray us, we'll tell everyone you're a butthole.
Damn, I want to be a butthole. And finally, we can get back to the task. We can buy the goth clothes from the hobo and beat up some of the older kids to get cigarettes. We return to the goth kids and they're like, you're not goth yet. It's a state of mind. And tell us we need to go to the community center and take a picture with a sign that says, fuck the conformists. Me personally, I think you can fuck whoever you want, as long as they're consenting and of age. We go to the community center and they're complaining about Taco Bell. I mean, I would complain too if my shits were liquid fire. After all the rabble about Taco Bell and alien butt probes, Randy leads us into the bathroom and teaches us more magic. And is like, sneak into the Taco Bell. So off we go. As we get to the Taco Bell, someone is asking about enchiritos.
Will this Taco Bell be serving enchiritos?
He gets shot. I think it's only normal that we rob him while he's dead, said every Brazilian ever. We are able to sneak in with a little help from spicy water. The FBI found out that the green goop from the aliens is turning people into Nazi zombies. And because they don't want people to know they're gonna nuke South Park, they leave their recording device out in the open. Who would be so mean as to steal the secret info being left out? I am. Worship me. It's only normal that an outbreak would start to occur. We get back to Randy with the porn tape, I mean evidence, and get the picture for the goths. We get back to the goths and they're like, you have to dance goth for us. You know what that means. And then they're like, damn, that's goth. I feel his pain. And then we go back to Cartman because why not? And summon the forces. And now we're commanders. We learned that apparently the stick is in one of the desks at school. And so we make our way through the school, all while Kyle still tries to convince us to fight for him. After beating up ginger Nazis, calling upon Professor Chaos,
Bullsh. Oh, the hammer.
letting the boys in and fucking upstand. We reach Kyle and oh my god, plot twist of the century. We backstab Cartman.
Oh, you motherfucker. I knew you were a fucking douchebag.
Who saw this coming? Nobody. I'll admit, his hat holds some metric fuck ton of power. But all of a sudden, even bigger plot twist.
Our desks don't have insides.
What?
Desks at this school just have tabletops.
The stick is gone. Fucking Clyde has it. And he built a fucking kingdom. So we pay Clyde a visit. He has a fucking army. With Craig, the fucking traitor. And unfortunately, it's past everyone's bedtime.
Wait.
There you are, Butters. Do you know what time it is, mister? It is way past your bedtime.
So we go to bed. But what game would this be if it was a normal night? Gnomes are trying to steal my underwear. And they're like, fuck, he's away. Guess we have to kill him. We beat the gnomes and then we get shrunk. After beating them again, we follow them into a tiny hole where we continue to follow them to the fuck? I'm gonna show you my reaction and I want you to guess what I'm looking at. To everyone who guessed my dad getting a little too pleasurable with my mom, you're correct. You didn't hear that wrong. I was forced to watch my parents have sex for roughly 10 to 15 minutes. I think you can understand why I can't show you this, but we fight the gnomes and there's a very necessary backflip to dodge my father's swinging nutsack. Unlike the useless backflip video, we need to dodge this. We don't want to get bodied by a swinging scrotum. After the fight, the gnomes are like, we just wanted to take your underpants, but you had to ruin it. But take this magical dust that makes you big and small. And then he gets crushed by, actually, it might be best if I just show you. So, here's the gnome. Here's the tit. And then here's me. Here's me, and here's the nutsack. It just... They're still not getting it. To pay 3D we go. We have there is us and there is the gnome on this tiny bed. This fire truck represents bankugas. You know, they're like honka honka. This hot dog. Yeah, the hot dog clearly symbolizes a pee-pee. So basically here's what happens. All right. Now you get. Then we wake up. We do not mention this to anybody. Forgetting about what happened last night, we head to Kyle's house, and after a bunch of bickering, the humans and elves decide to team up, and now we must recruit the girls. So we go to the city hall and talk to the girls regarding the war. And they're like, we need you to see if somebody is a two-faced bitch. You'll pose as Bebe's long-distance boyfriend, and you need to tell us if she tries to cheat. So we go to the park and talk to her. Then the girls show up, and they're like, then her boyfriend shows up, but he's like fucking puny, not really worth our time. So we go back to the girls. They thank us, and now they think Heidi Turner is a two-faced bitch. Women, am I right? So now we have to go to the abortion clinic as a girl. We get an abortion Kind of. We break the machine. We are good at that. So we get the records and meet up with Randy, but then the FBI shows up. But they get attacked, but not by the doctor who they shot because he was German.
Listen, I get it. Some people still mix up the two, but we do have a Nazi zombie outbreak.
But eventually we meet back up with Randy and are forced to give him an abortion.
Get it off! Get it off! I told you that thing isn't a doctor! Fry it!
You know what? Accidents happen. But then we get attacked by Nazi zombie fetuses. After taking out all the fetuses, the doctor, who is still somehow alive, is like, "It's not over. Khloe Kardashian had a massive abortion this morning." So now we have to fight the mega fetus. I hate this fight. That stupid fucking cord. But we head back to the girls, and it turns out no one can read French. So, you know what that means.
Okay, Butters.
Hi, here to get your passport photo taken?
Okay.
The underwear.
No!
You sick son of a bitch! Stop him! Get out of my way. Alright, let's get this over with. Say cheese. Congrats, kid. You have your first passport.
Ah, I see you have.
A passport.
That's right, we went to the Prince of Canada. He says he can't help, and to seek out the Earl of Winnipeg. So we go to Winnipeg, and the Earl's like, "Kill the dire bears." You know what dire bears are. They're not bad, but dire. So we kill them, and he's like, "The Master of Montreal can read this, but the Prince has imprisoned them." So we go back to the Prince, and he's like, "This is a ploy by the Bishop of Banff because he's a liberal. So kill him and bring me his balls." And we're like, "Sure, why not bring you a man's nutsack?" So we go to Banff, and the Bishop's like,
Praise God. Praise God. Praise God, and the Prince thinks Canada is a monarchy. But there's what's this? Who the fuck hits a bishop?
and I'm like, "Me, bitch. I'm coming for that nutsack." And so
Okay, whoa,
we're
whoa.
faced with a
Please,
choice.
You don't have to kill me. I'll go away and the Prince will never know I'm alive. Please, take these dire pig testicles and tell the Prince they're mine.
I killed the Bishop of Banff and cut off his nutsack. This pleases the Prince. Princess then gives us a letter, and now we need to talk to the Duke of Vancouver, and the Duke tells us to visit the monks south of town. The monks are Terrence and Philip. They teach us a new spell. Nagasaki. Oh, the fat man would be so proud. So now we can talk to the Minister of Montreal, and he translates the letter. And now we can leave Canada. So we head back to the girls, and they finally agree to join up and help us. And so we finally attack Clyde's stupid fucking base. After scaling the tower, we beat the shit out of Craig and his Arab Nazi cows strapped with at least 18 pounds of explosives.
How much explosives does one child need? No, little Jabbar, I'm not talking about you.
After, we learned that the FBI put a thermonuclear explosive inside Mr. Slave.
I had some drinks, so putting a thermonuclear device up my ass wasn't completely out of the question.
We can't just pull it out. Snooks have triggers on them. We have to abort it from inside. Oh, come on. Who knows how to do abortions and can get really, really small?
Now we need to become tiny and scale Mr. Slave's inside to abort the snook that's inside Mr. Slave's asshole. Oddly, not the weirdest thing that's happened today. Inside Mr. Slave's asshole, you can expect to see things such as bomb parts, Mr. Hat, Big Gay Al phone call, flashlight, a live bat, and the vengeful ghost of the Sparrow Prince. And after a little bit, we reach the snook, and then we give the snook an abortion.
Self-destruction sequence aborted.
And then save Mr. Slave in South Park. However, Clyde is still a problem, and he's a fucking dick. After arguing about Taco Bell having green sauce, something I didn't even know they had, he resurrected Chef. I don't want to fight Chef, but after sadly re-killing Chef, Cartman does everyone a favor.
Your eons of torment are at an end, ruler of darkness. You know what? I'm not playing anymore. You have broken the rules of the stick, and for that I banish thee. I banish thee from space. awesome. You did it. Your noble quest is at an end. And for all your deeds and all your time put into this, I hereby promote you to King Douchebag. Congratulations.
But then the FBI finds us. Apparently, we are the Dragonborn, and the president wants us for our amazing ability to make friends on Facebook. Apparently, before 5 years old, we had 3 billion friends on Facebook, and the president wants that power for himself. But then the FBI learns that whoever has the stick controls the universe, and does a Schmeat reveal.
You new kid! I control the universe!
If you want to see it, play the game. But now we have to get the stick back, and he offers us the stick, but Princess Kenny takes the stick because it turns out, courtesy of Morgan Freeman, she was a half-orc and is the rightful heir to the stick. Now we have to fight Princess Kenny, and after losing, she drinks the Nazi zombie serum and refuses to fucking die.
Oh my god, you killed Kenny! Yeah, that. Oh, no, wait, he's back.
3 fucking times. She even calls upon Death, but Butters is Professor Chaos, and Death is a servant of Chaos. But then all hope fail. We must fall on our failsafe. We must break the promise we made earlier. We must fart on Princess Kenny's balls. And so... And with that, everyone is cured. Everything is being cleaned up. And we throw the stick into the pond. It's all over.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Wow, what a dick.
This is the end of the video. If you couldn't fucking tell, I basically did everything. This is the credits. Almost everything. I did the editing and everything else. And I have a couple songs that I use that may or may not be copyrighted, and may or may not could get this video taken down. But you know what? We'll do it. Just live it there. Yay! I did editing. I made the video. Finally, it's out. Yay! This is the end of the song, of the ending of credits, and yeah, fuck you.